Several Pakistan Air Force Il-78 strategic tankers have been observed at airfields near Chengdu, China. Military spotters and flight tracking data confirm the presence of these massive aircraft in China's sensitive aerospace hub, fueling speculation of a major logistics operation. Analysts suggest the tankers are being used to transport high-value components, likely mission planning systems or ground support equipment, for the upcoming induction of the J-35E fifth-generation stealth fighter. India has officially added dozens of jet-powered loitering munitions from Belarus to its arsenal. The Mirotvorets complex, based on Russian Berkut BM technology, features turbojet engines capable of reaching speeds up to 450 km per hour. This acquisition provides the Indian military with high-speed, one-way strike capabilities that are significantly harder to intercept than traditional propeller-driven drones, marking a shift toward rapid penetration warfare. Harsh winter weather and political friction have stalled a planned military operation in the Tirah Valley. While over 1,000 families had begun a voluntary evacuation to prevent collateral damage, the process was halted due to heavy snowfall and sub-zero temperatures. Simultaneously, a domestic row has erupted between the federal and KP provincial governments over the authority of the displacement drive, leaving hundreds of civilians in a precarious logistical limbo. A strategic reset in Washington is providing Islamabad with newfound, diplomatic breathing space. The newly released 2026 U.S. National Defense Strategy has notably de-escalated its rhetoric regarding China, moving from existential threat to primary competitor. By stepping back from a containment-only policy, the Trump administration has inadvertently eased the pressure on Pakistan to choose between Washington and Beijing, making Islamabad's regional neutrality more manageable. From Gwadar to Washington, this is Pact Geo-Defense Update, Pakistan's voice in the world of defense and geopolitics. Please subscribe. With only weeks to go until the critical February elections, Bangladesh's chief advisor, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, has delivered a high-stakes message to the nation's military. Speaking to top commanders today, Yunus called on the armed forces to act as the ultimate guardians of democracy. He urged them to remain strictly neutral and ensure a peaceful environment for every citizen. The chief advisor emphasized that a fair and transparent vote is the only way forward for the country. He tasked the military with protecting polling stations and preventing any interference, so the voice of the people can finally be heard without fear. Dr. Yunus called the military a symbol of public trust. He reminded them of the sacrifices made during the 2024 uprising and urged them to remain strictly neutral so that every voter can cast their ballot without fear. As the campaign intensifies, the world is watching. On February 12, the military's role will be the ultimate test for the new Bangladesh. In a testament to the Pakistan Navy's humanitarian reach, the PNS Tabuk and PNS Moawin successfully executed a long-range medical evacuation 1,500 kilometers off the coast of Gwadar. The operation was launched after a distress call from the Indonesian-flagged vessel Grey Palm regarding a critically ill Sri Lanka sailor. Despite the extreme distance and challenging sea states in the Indian Ocean, the naval ships reached the vessel and stabilized the patient in the Moawin's advanced medical facility. This mission, coordinated with the Sri Lankan Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, reaffirms Pakistan's role as a primary security and safety provider in the North Arabian Sea. Diplomatic ties between Islamabad and Tehran have strengthened following Pakistan's firm stance at the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva. Iranian Ambassador Reza Amiri Moghaddam expressed sincere gratitude to the Pakistani government for casting a negative vote against a resolution targeting Iran. Tehran viewed the resolution as a politically motivated attempt by Western powers to destabilize the country. Pakistan's defense of Iranian sovereignty at this critical forum is being hailed as a principled stance for justice and multilateralism, providing a rare moment of public solidarity between the neighbors amidst heightened regional tensions. The United States is preparing for a significant multi-day military exercise across the Middle East, signaling robust commitment to regional security. Named Operation Crimson Sentinel, the drills will involve air, naval, and ground forces from across CENTCOM's area of responsibility. Sources indicate a focus on rapid deployment, integrated air defense, and maritime interdiction in the Gulf. This exercise comes amid heightened tensions and aims to enhance interoperability with key allies while projecting strength. Analysts suggest it's a clear message reinforcing the US presence and its capability to respond to evolving threats swiftly. Operation Crimson Sentinel is expected to begin within days. A new chapter in global diplomacy was written this week as UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan concluded a landmark visit to New Delhi. In a bold move, both nations signed a strategic defense partnership, shifting from simple military drills to joint industrial manufacturing and the exchange of advanced defense technologies. The economic targets are just as ambitious. Prime Minister Modi and the UAE President announced a plan to double bilateral trade to a staggering $200 billion by 2032, backed by the new Bharat Mart hub in Dubai. From civil nuclear energy and supercomputing to a joint mission in space, the brotherly bond between these two nations is no longer just about oil, it is now a blueprint for a high-tech future. Saudi Arabia is quietly reshaping the Middle East through a series of new defense pacts with Egypt and Somalia. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is reportedly moving away from the Abraham Accords framework in favor of a trilateral security axis. This new maritime umbrella aims to secure the African side of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait and the Red Sea. By aligning with Egypt and Somalia, Riyadh is asserting control over one of the world's most critical shipping lanes, reducing its reliance on Western security guarantees while positioning itself as the central power in the Red Sea corridor. Finally, India is aggressively expanding its defense footprint in Africa. A high-level Indian delegation led by the Secretary of Defense Production recently concluded a three-day summit in Nairobi. The talks focused on deepening industrial collaboration, with a specific emphasis on shipbuilding, UAVs, and ammunition production. Under the Make in India for the World banner, 21 Indian companies showcased advanced hardware to the Kenyan Defence Forces. This engagement is a strategic move by New Delhi to establish itself as a primary defense supplier for East African nations, challenging the long-standing dominance of European and Chinese arms in the region. That's enough for today. Share your thoughts in comments section, and please answer today's question.